This is how to get your passport in 5 easy steps. I followed this exact process and got my passport in 12 days. Step 1. Grab the needed documents. You'll need your ID, birth certificate, photocopies of the front and back of your ID, and a photocopy of your birth certificate. The photocopies have to be single-sided on white 8.5 by 11 printer paper and use black ink only. If you don't have your ID or your birth certificate, there are 2 links in the description where you can look for valid alternative forms of ID and citizenship. Step 2. Fill out the application. The form you'll want to fill out is the DS-11, and there's a link directly to it in the description. There's also a link to the form filler tool. You can choose to either print out the passport application form and fill it out by hand, or fill it out digitally and then print it out. As you fill out the DS-11, make sure you're using the exact same information that appears on your ID and birth certificate. A majority of the DS-11 is straightforward personal information, but one of the first sections you'll come across is the option to choose between a passport book, passport card, or both a passport book and a passport card. While the passport book and passport card are both valid for 10 years and can be used as valid forms of identification, there is one major difference between the two. The passport card only allows for land and sea travel to these places. The passport book, however, allows for air, land, and sea travel worldwide. If you're getting a passport book, you'll also have the option between a standard book or a large book. The large book just has more pages. It does not cost extra or take longer to process. Double and triple check that all the information you filled out in your application is correct. Step 3. Get the money order. Go to the link in the description where there's a calculator that'll tell you how much the passport is going to cost, including fees. You'll need to enter whether you're getting a passport book, passport card, or both, whether or not you'll be getting the passport process expedited, and the tool will tell you what your exact total is, including the separate $35 execution fee that you need to pay by card to the acceptance facility. This $35 fee should not be included in the total that you get your money order for. The money order needs to be addressed to the U.S. Department of State and should be for the exact amount that the tool says is payable to the Department of State. Step 4. Find an acceptance facility. There's a link in the description to the Facility Finder tool. Make sure you set it to on-site photo locations only, as the last piece you need for your passport application is a passport photo. There will be an extra fee to have a passport photo done, but it's much smarter to pay to get it done than to do it yourself. There's a link in the description to the photo rules. If it says you need to make an appointment, call or use the link in the description to make an appointment. Step 5. Track the status. There's a link in the description where you can track the status of your passport application. There's also a link where you can get the most up-to-date processing time so you can know how long to expect your passport to take. Your passport book and card will come first, but separately. Then your birth certificate will come. Countries can require you to have a visa before you can enter and can limit the amount of time you're allowed to stay. To see what countries you can go to visa-free and how long you're allowed to stay in each one, watch this video that should be on screen now or is also linked in the description.